Alrighty guys, welcome back to another LEGO set review from BrickByBrick. And today we have set number 70600, Ninja Bike Chase. One of the Ninjago Skybound sets released in the spring 2016 Ninjago wave. And this set contains 231 pieces, 3 minifigures, and retails for $19.99. The main part of the set is the 2 bikes that are included. We'll take a look at Kai's first. And it's a pretty simple, relatively standard, not super interesting bike build. But, you know, the fact that they put the wheels in the front and back the way they do, you know, it's kind of cool, a little bit different. And it has a mainly Technic frame to hold the wheels on. I like the size wheels that they use. I think that they look nice. And the actual build is kind of interesting, just because they kind of like attach basically just a little cockpit area on top of this frame, and I think that it looks pretty good. I think the detail all around it, you know, is nice. I like the stickers there, and they even include stickers behind these panels here that come out. These engine pieces, obviously, you know, got the thrusters or whatever. I don't know, you could, you know, put those out, pretend they're missiles, pretend they're jet boosters. And then you have these blades here, which, you know, by default are like that. They look cool. They kind of remind me of Kai's blade cycle, which is nice, and I like the engine piece there, before I forget to mention it. And you can just pull those out and turn them to the side, and then, you know, maybe if this is a bad guy who's chasing down you, you go like that, and he could, you know, pop the tire or whatever, you know. It's just added play possibilities, which I think is cool. And, you know, he does just sit in there pretty normally, and, you know, holds on to the handlebars, and he does come with a sword as his weapon, but we'll take a look at that with the minifigures. And if we let that roll off, it rolls really well. Nia's also rolls pretty nicely right into frame. And hers is a little bit more unique and a little bit more out of the ordinary. It does have these golden elven blades from Lord of the Rings on the back here. And those are used to attach these weird flag fin pieces in an interesting configuration, which I think looks nice. She does stand back here and is able to lean forward to hold onto the handlebars, and that works pretty well. The handlebars can move out to the side as well as turn inwards and outwards. There are some stickered console pieces, which are cool, to give her a little bit more, you know, controls, you know, simulated there, as well as some stickers on the sides, which I feel, you know, add to the look. And then this one up here, I like that sticker. I think that that's a very important one to add. And I like how the swords are used to kind of cover up the Technic frame just a little bit. And the wheel in the middle, you know, works. But this one has a little bit more of a play feature in the fact that you can raise this top section. You can pretend that these are like water shooters or whatever. You know, they kind of helps you simulate it, and that would be used to shoot towards the jetpack in the sky, which I think works. And the only thing is, when you lift that up, this kind of looks a little weird, but I think that it is good enough, and I like the angles formed by this front section. And Squiffy here gets a neat little jetpack, which is attached just using one of these neck bracket pieces. But the really awesome thing about this is it's built entirely around a trash can, which, I don't know, I just really like that clever parts usage. And the wings are attached, you know, using some other parts. But I think that it's a nice part usage. I like the stickers on the wings. You know, they look good and make this distinctly Sky Pirate-y. And the design of them, you know, looks pretty good. I mean, the whole jetpack looks really nice from the rear, which, you know, is nice. And it doesn't look bad, you know, the way it attaches to the figure. So I think that all in all, this is a really nice build, and it has an awesome play feature in the fact that you can swoop like over Nia and you can just turn it upside down and it'll drop out these bombs, which actually are really awesome build. It just uses a hollow stud and sticks a flame in it on top of a Technic ball, and it does come with an extra one of those little built-up bombs, which is cool. But yeah, I think that that's a nice play feature, and I really like the clever building that goes into that little trash can jetpack. So the two ninja included in this set are Nia and Kai, and I think that they both look, pretty nice. They're both good figures. Nia actually is in her Deepstone outfit, which only appeared in Temple of Air-Jitsu and Final Flight of Destiny's Bounty, aside from this set. She does have, the more standard city-ish Nia face. And she actually gets this little build to hold a sai on her back, so she doesn't have to, be holding her weapon while she's driving. And there's the back print on there. Kai gets some back printing as well. His Skybound outfit is very common though, and that's what his face looks like. Overall, I'd say that these are both, good figures, and they're both cheap ways to get these figures. Kai appeared in a poly bag, but other than that, this is the cheapest retail way to get him. And Nia, definitely the cheapest way to get this figure, though it is a slightly different version. And it doesn't quite fit in with the whole Skybound thing, but, I think that it's appropriate enough because she did wear it during this season, I believe. And the, selection of figures is obviously entirely appropriate to the selection of vehicles, because, they belong to these characters. And Squiffy here does get to be displayed with his entire jetpack because it's awesome, but, we'll remove it. And his face is a pirate's face. It's not exclusive to this character, but I think that it looks pretty nice. The torso and legs, good design, pretty appropriate to the show. Love these sword pieces with the skull and crossbone hilt mold. And the back print on there is, it's rather minimal, but it's obscured by this bracket. So we'll remove it, and there you can see it just has, some orange armor, as well as a little belt. And yeah, that's pretty much all there is to it. I do like the updated pirate bandana that I got for the first time with these Sky Pirate sets, but, it existed long before. By long, I mean only like a year. But anyway, he's not bad, good army builder figure for the Sky Pirates. And this set also includes an exclusive Sword of Souls, and this one features not an ability to focus, but there we go. This one features Cole, and that's an awesome printed 1x1 round tile. Really, really nice looking. But I believe the blade color might appear in some of the possession sets. It's a little bit less interesting than a couple of the others, but still really cool, and then the whole assembly together looks awesome. So love these Sword of Souls, collectible weapons. But, overall I think that this is a good set, but it's one that's rather forgettable because they do, $20 bike chase sets pretty often. Like Hands of Time gave us another one with the Desert Lightning set, which is also an awesome one, and I think that that one is a little bit more memorable in the long run than this one will be. But, because this one, there's nothing super special about the bikes at all. Again, really like the trash can jetpack, but, that's also not really a big deal. I think that this one is an easy pass if you have a bunch of the other ones. But if you're looking for a nice, cheap little, well, besides the Sword of Souls, that's the one thing that is exclusive to the set that, collectors might want. But, other than that, this set does provide good value for money, with the, especially play value for money, with the 2 vehicles and a bad guy jetpack. It's some pretty reasonable amount of stuff that you get here. So, would definitely recommend it to anyone, you know, on a budget looking for Ninjago sets. I'm not gonna say that you should get this one over others, because I do think that there are better Ninjago sets out there, but this is definitely, you know, good for what it is. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this little review. Let me know if you did in the comment section down below. Please leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and consider subscribing if you haven't already. I'll see you guys all next time. Bye everyone.